So welcome to our Waldner Lab Cafe online, and thanks a lot that so many people are interested in this sustainable topic. My name is Alexander Biller, and I'm looking forward to share a lot of inspiration with you. Our topic today, green lab projects, best practice around the world. Laboratory buildings consumes 5 up to 10 times more energy as office buildings. Therefore, it is so important to question and rethink all aspects, from the location to materials, energy and safety concepts, process and operating procedures, supply and disposal, and much more. Together, we will look at best practice examples from all around the world and learn firsthand out how this has been solved. And we have a fantastic speaker today. Impulse number 1 is about what are the possibilities to create a green science building. With Steffen Vogt, he's managing director at Wolf Architects, so he has the planner perspective. He studied architecture at the Stuttgart University of Applied Science and the Technical University of Delft in the Netherlands. Afterwards, semester abroad at the École d'Architecture de Paysage in Bordeaux in France. So he's educated very internationally. Since 1999, he has been working for Wolf Architects. Since 2009, he has been a leading architect. And since 2015, he has been the managing director. So it's a pleasure to have you on board, Steffen.
So good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are all enjoying your cup of coffee. What are the possibilities to create a green science building? I don't know if I can give general answers to this question. Therefore, I'm going to give you an insight into our work. I start with a short overview. The alignment of footprints show a various range of projects with different structures and size, going from small tasks to huge infrastructure projects. All the buildings in pink are our laboratory buildings. Sustainability is a maximum that guides us from the beginning of the office. Within the finalization of the Fair Trade Center in Stuttgart 2007, it's the biggest one here, we already realized a radical reduction of the processed air volume in a public building by only supplying the visitors area with fresh air, a topic which is in discussion in every science campus in the world in the moment. These are the certification systems we are working on in the moment. Mostly, we work with the German federal system, this one, to evaluate sustainable lab buildings. But we are very proud that last year we finished our first cradle-to-cradle project, the fire station in Straubenhardt near Karlsruhe, but that would be another lecture. This was our first experience in cycle economy, a new task which will also influence the construction of lab buildings in the future. In the last 20 years, the terms we were talking about changed several times. We started with energy efficiency, then some years we had green buildings, then started the word sustainability. Nowadays, we're only talking about climate neutrality. Priorities changed, starting from natural ventilation in the beginning, solar gains, energy efficiency, ecological materials, then gray energy, in the moment cycle economy, and finally, carbon neutrality. The concepts and many technical solutions are much older than the political and social pressure to implement them into the goals of the projects. Regardless of that, the image of the 5 pillars of sustainability tries to integrate all these ideas within one structure, which helps to weight the single solutions and decisions, even if the hurdles are way too low to reach a full carbon neutrality with these systems. Now I'm talking about the federal system to evaluate sustainable science buildings. This is the visualization of the federal system. The size of the boxes represents the percentage of the topic. As you can see, the 6 biggest topics are ecological balance and primary energy demand, life cycle costs, adaptability, risks for local environment, area efficiency, it's on 5, and the quality of the building technology. An overview about our sustainable science buildings. All of them will be certified by the federal system, nearly all of them, the system I explained to you before. It's good to know that the highest grade in the system is gold and not platinum, as in a lot of other systems like DGNB or LEED. Starts with the DZNE, the German Center for Neurodegenerative Diseases in Bonn, a member of Helmholtz. It's the headquarters of one of the federal health centers of the 5 most common diseases. A complete institute campus starting with administration, cafeteria, lecture hall, over basic research laboratories, an animal facility, to a clinical research department, from bench to bedside. It's about 130 million and 36,000 area of total area. The first lab building in Germany, which reached gold level in 2017. The next one is the HPC, the science building for Helmholtz Munich, also part of the federal health centers. A medical research building designed for interdisciplinary work. The building will be finished this year and will reach silver. Then a science building for the research center in Jülich, also member of Helmholtz, a research building for the Institute of Energy and Climate, designed for industrial electrochemistry, means batteries. The building is our first science building with a wood-concrete hybrid construction. It will be finished this year also and also will reach silver. And then the ELH, a science and college building for the University of Berlin. The topic is meat and food safety. The building has only 1 level of usable area because of urban and landscape reasons. It's a huge photovoltaic roof and it's our first science building with a total coverage of the energy consumption by air, water, heat pumps with support of photovoltaics. It will be finished in 2025 and is supposed to reach gold. The next college building for the University of Reutlingen. The topic is chemistry. It's characterized by a flexible floor plan concept, by a total coverage of air, water, heat pumps, and a photovoltaic facade. It will be finished in 2027 and it will reach gold level. It's supposed to be. The other ones I skip. Because every project would have the potential for a single lecture, I'm going to point out 6 in the following. I will highlight special features to show the difference in the development of the priorities over time. We start with the DZNE. Facts and figures I already explained to you. To remember, it's the first research building in Germany which reached gold level. That's why we focus on the sustainable objectives of the design. No worries, I'm not going to explain all of them. I point out some of them, which I explain in the following. The task is complex, the solution has to be simple. The design is characterized by a large building depth with a very flexible open space lab concept. This design has to find creative answers to such a large building depth. The section is characterized by 4 rows of lab spaces getting more height and ease the closer they are to the facade. Indirect lighting, silver covering of the ceiling in combination with a carefully developed documentation zone are these answers. The HPC I already explained already. The overall sustainable objectives are nearly the same. The genius loci is different. Also, the circumstances of the campus in Munich. The energy concept is based on the infrastructure of the campus.